Hiya Papaya, and welcome back to more Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I am Commander Whale, and today we're going to be proceeding on with some crewmates loyalty missions as we prepare to storm the Collector base. We are here at 2175 Aya to help Jacob out. Now, let's get down on the surface and see where Jacob's dad ran off to when he left to go get milk. We, of course, need Jacob for this. I think we're going to bring Kasumi along for the ride. Okay, Kasumi has nothing of interest, and nor does Jacob.
Run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Oh yeah, we're back to wearing the Terminus armor for this.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
Let's see. Anything back at the crash site? Or not crash site, landing site. I'll consider that a good sweep of there. Now let's head to the real crash site.
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
1,500 credits.
Along with this anymore, we've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
What do you have to say to that, Jacob?
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Over.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry.
And what do you have to say to that, Jacob? Your dad's an all-around sleaze bag. Well, that wasn't ominous and a little bit, no, a lot of it R-wordy. Easy enough, 3,000 secured.
His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him, but I don't.
I wonder who that replacement could be. Of course, I know who that replacement could be, but all y'all wonder who that replacement could be.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of...
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by Acting Captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Well, that line didn't play.
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours. Following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback, activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Come on, let's get going.
My father had a working beacon but didn't signal for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
There's no way he could avoid eating something grown on this planet.
I wouldn't put all your eggs in that basket, Jacob.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them, so they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Watch out!
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
We've got...
Hey, Jacob, how's your opinion of your dad holding up?
Taking fire.
Just a little bit of money in the middle of the firefight. All the ones here are men. That's a little bit telling of what's going on here, don't you think?
So, that's neural decay, huh? They just seemed regular old crazy to me.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
You killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost it. We need to find someone who can make sense of this.
There's only one person left who can make sense of this, Jacob, and you're not gonna like it.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure.
Okay, I guess that's just an examine, not anything special about
Is that a
it.
settlement? They better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
They're wearing the same uniform as the ones who attacked us, but they don't look ready for a fight.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently? Makes males get violent.
That would make sense. But the woman on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop.
Your father's a dirtbag, Jacob. That's all there really is to it.
I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing. He has a cruel face. His cruel face.
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
Okay. Looks like he's playing out his harem fantasies here a little bit.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long. He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other. Like him. You'll hurt me.
Coming from the right.
Looks like we have incoming.
Damn it, Shepard!
He did this to his own men? Who the hell are we dealing with here?
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Really, Jacob, you're an idiot if you think that. But then again, you are an idiot, so we know why you think that. Fortunately for us, this is the last time we ever have to bring Jacob on a mission.
Please. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Does it say why he separated the men and women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard? I don't see any justification.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
Alright, confront Taylor we will. Gotta rig up a bomb. Alright. Guess you can't actively storm when you're facing the camera.
God damn it, it's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass. You're up!
Shields have failed.
We're probably gonna end up turning squad powers to auto usage after we're done here. We do, after all, have all the achievements that require manual control.
A little late to blame his victims.
More of them. From this direction. Yeah, from here.
Here they come.
Okay. That dealt with. Shut up, Jacob's
He had
dad.
his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
Doesn't roll off quite as well as Meg does, but Jacob's dad is more accurate here. So, shut up, Jacob's dad. Oh, what do you mean you can't get a lock? You definitely got a lock there.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
Oh, it is your father. You just don't want to admit it yet.
Down row!
Make a little bit of a tactical retreat here. Jacob, you're worthless.
Enemy drone!
Get down and stay down. It's time for us to cut through this oversized tin can. I saw refined element 0 during the fight, and looks like it's there. One more of these idiots.
Grab them! Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Okay. Nothing there. 2,400 credits. Not what I was expecting from a PDA of all things. Looks like there's nothing here.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've got to have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you are acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
We'll secure him for an Alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
All right. Jacob's family's a piece of work. Glad we're done with that. New Jacob power unlocked, new Jacob outfit unlocked. Didn't find all the credits, but we did find all the element 0. And Ghost the Father earned. Hopefully that one just didn't have any research, because I didn't see anything up down there.
We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Don't even give them the tail lights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did, but I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine, you didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
Was this supposed to be a favor, or did you just want to see him squirm?
What he did with it was his own business. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Come on, we got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard. Thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
I'm very tempted to say a one-time only to his face there. Now, see if he has anything else to say following this up.
Thanks for diverting to the Gernsback, Shepard. I appreciate being able to clean up that mess. Maybe not the best way to learn about the relatives, but I'm glad it's done. What do you need?
And that's what he has to say to us about this.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
I have no intention of getting to know Jacob Taylor, the worst squad member in all of Mass Effect. But we're going to leave this episode here. I do thank you very much for watching. Do remember to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy this episode. And as always, do consider subbing to the channel if you have not done so already. And do also remember that the comment section down below is open for your use. Do feel free to leave your thoughts on Jacob's loyalty mission or just say hey. But now with the business side of things out of the way, hope y'all are having fantastic days. Make sure to stay cool, stay classy, and most importantly, don't be surprised when you find out that someone you thought you knew well, you didn't really know all that well. But until next time, I have been Commander Whale. But the time has come to say, bye-a papaya.